Hello. Um, Hope you're having a good day. So, by the way, I am Carl Gerard Cuyus, 24 from the Philippines, and I will create this video for an application to be a volunteer in a summer camp in Russia. So, first, I would introduce to you my personal background. So, I am Carl Gerard Villar Cuyus, 24 from the Philippines, and I am the only son and youngest in my family, and I also have four siblings or sisters, and one of them is already in the USA, and the remaining three siblings are are also here in the Philippines living with my mother only because my father recently died last January 25, 2019. And when it comes to my educational background, so I am a BS Biology graduate from Cebu Normal University, and I earned this degree last 2015. And after that, I decided to take up my master's degree in public health, and I already finished it last May 2017 at Southwestern University with an average or GWA of 1.24. Then, when it comes to my professional background, my first work was with the University of the Philippines Manila College of Public Health, a state university, and it was research all about on the health and health human resources. Then after that, I also worked with the University of the Philippines Manila Institute of Health as field enumerator, and after that, an NGO also, Alliance for Improving Health as local enumerator, and currently, I am affiliated with a non-government organization called Philippine Business for Social Progress. It is the primary recipient of the Global Fund, or or a USAID that is used to fight and end TB, HIV, and malaria. So I am a project associate for the TB and HIV program, and my main responsibility as a project associate was, of course, to take care and manage the tuberculosis patient, and also monitor them if they are adherent to their treatment, and monitor them if they would be able to or if they would be able to miss their doses. Then we have to compensate that one. And aside from that, my main responsibility is health promotion and health education among our patient. Then, when it comes to my passion, ever since when I was in high school, my interest in international relations, human relations, community immersions, and community mobilizing starts to ignite and sparks. So that's why, in connection with this, I tried myself to get more involved and engage to different volunteerism activities in our community, like voluntary blood donation, tree planting, coastal cleanup, and a free education and teaching to the underprivileged one or the marginalized group of people in our community who doesn't or who don't have access to good and high quality of education. So I always teach them like good manners and right conduct, different sports activities, and sports and arts and craft. Then um, because I am an emerging youth leader in my community, so I also have a strong foundation and experience when it comes to international exposure, international connections, and communications. In fact, I attended and participated several international conferences and workshops. First was in India. It was in first in the ASEAN Youth Summit, and I was one of the Philippine delegations or ambassador of goodwill. Then after that, I also attended our full sponsorship. I am one of the full sponsor delegates for the Reach Out to Asia on how to be a good citizen that was happened in Qatar. Then I was also a Philippine delegate or foreign delegates. One of the foreign delegates for the Yuan Puraya Youth Festival in the Sri Lanka last March 2018. And after that, I am also one of the fellows or one of the alumni of the Young Sustainable Impact Southeast Asia 2018. It is a non-government organization based in Singapore, currently affiliated with the United Nations. So as an alumni or as a fellow of a Young Sustainable Impact, we had an innovation or a creation that would be that has a significant or a huge impact to our humanity, and this would be a mobile application for malnutrition. And so for this program, we work remotely for 3 to 4 months, and we met in Singapore when we stayed at the National University of Singapore for 2 weeks in order to finalize our innovation and pitch them for some possible donors and funders. Then aside from those international conferences, I also had a different international volunteerism activities. So first with the International Conservancy that was happened in here in the Philippines, and second, I was one of the volunteers of the Asia World Model United Nations in Seoul, South Korea. I was a liaison officer for the logistic committee. Then for the logistic committee, and I made sure that all of the staff needed for the conference before, during, and after conference is also there. And after that, I was also a volunteer of the U.S. Embassy to the Philippines to their education affair here. And I was also a liaison officer for the logistic committee of the U.S. Embassy to the Philippines. And after that, so one of the reasons why I really want to join, or one why I really like or love to participate to different international activities, international conferences and networking, because first, I want to meet superheroes, and these are the change maker, the political leaders, and the prominent community leaders. And second reason why attended, or why I participated several international conferences, because I want to get more involved, I want to be part, I want to get engaged, and I want to be more empowered when it comes to the emerging global issues across the world faced by our humanity, especially or essential on the political, social, and economic. And I also want to accelerate the social and development issues. And third reason why I also participated to different international conferences, because I also want to build linkages. I want to strengthen my international networking and connection that would be essential and paramount for future partnership, collaboration, and joint ventures to different programs, projects, and activities. And I also want to contribute in providing a sustainable and innovative solution to the international pressing issues faced by our humanity across the world. And lastly, why I joined and participated those international conferences that I mentioned earlier, it's because I want to be a catalyst for change. I want to be a change maker, and first and foremost, I want to make up poverty a history to our humanity. And because I also want to work hand in hand with the dynamic and diverse leaders across the world who have the same vision, goals, passion, and advocacy with me, because I want to be a change maker for a better future in the next generation. And when it comes to my application as a volunteer for this summer camp, I do have lots of motivations and inspirations and reasons why I really want to volunteer in the summer camp in Russia. Because first, I want to help these children, I want to guide these children, and I want to be their mentor in their personality development, and also in the development and enhancement of their attitude. Because I do believe that if they have a good personality, and if they have a proper attitude to everyone, then everything else will follow, like a respect and understanding to each other. And also why I want to volunteer in this summer camp, because it would be a mutualistic relationship. First, I would be able to learn different experiences. I would be able to gain knowledge and different knowledge and skills from these children, or from those mentors from Russia. And in other way, I would be able also to teach them, or teach and inform these children, that the world is diverse, that the world is dynamic, and they should familiarize, understand, respect, and accept these differences, this uniqueness. Because the world is created for being because the world is created for being unique, for being different. And I also want to inform them, to teach them that these differences are like the different culture, different tradition, different religion, perspective, beliefs, and they should be able to understand it, and they should be able to know it, they should be able to familiarize it, and they should be able to respect it. Because if they would be able to understand and respect those differences or those uniqueness, So there would be, so in the near future there would be a peace and security, and if there would be a peace and security to different countries across the world, then there would be an investment, there would be a good economy, there would be an employment, and then there would be an economic empowerment and economic prosperity to all countries across the world. And lastly, why I really want to join why I really want to be a volunteer in this summer camp, because I want to help these children, because these children are the future of our generation. They can be the change maker in the next future. They can be the next prominent community leader or influential political leader or humanitarian leader that would be able to uplift the their respective community, especially those who belong to the marginalized one or to the underprivileged one. And lastly, I also want to be a volunteer in this summer camp, because I know that if ever that I would be able to help them, and in the near future they would be successful, so I can, it's really feels so fulfilling and satisfying that yeah, my effort was not wasted, my effort was really useful, because they become a good version of of themselves. And I think that would be all. Good night, and I hope you are having a great day. Bye bye.